Hello students, welcome to Kingdom of Learning. Today I'm going to upload a new video of the novel The Invisible Man. In this video I'm going to explain chapter 21, 22 and 23 of the novel. So in my previous video in chapter 20th we had left at that point when Griffin decided to destroy all the evidence at the house which he had taken on rent. So after that Griffin continues his story and he was very much excited to be invisible, but now he has realized that his invisibility has some problems also, means it is creating some problems for him also. For one thing was that he couldn't see his feet, which made walking downstairs a little strange. Means while climbing the stairs or walking down the stairs he couldn't see his feet. So he found it very difficult to come down the stairs. Another thing was that the fact that people couldn't see him had always advantages and disadvantages, and he realized that the advantage of being invisible was that he got to pretend that a man's bucket was crazy, and the disadvantage of the same thing was that a man running to catch the bucket jammed his fingers into Griffin's neck. So these things are revealed in the story of Griffin. Now apart from this, Griffin has always been very cold and he started to get the sniffles, and our dog could totally find him, means he could be smelt by a dog. That was another problem. Now Griffin was wandering around London and he came across a Salvation Army march which was having a crowd, and the crowds are dangerous to Griffin because he cannot slip through them. People can feel him even if they don't see him. Means when he is walking in between the people they can feel him, so that may be dangerous for him. Now he tried to get out of the way, but he had stepped in some mud and his muddy footprints were left on the road, and some street boys, they started following him, and means they saw some footprints being made on the road and they started following those footprints because they got curious to know who was making those footprints, and this thing was also not good for Griffin. So now it started snowing, means snowfall started, and Griffin got tired of his adventurous activities, and he couldn't go home since he had set his apartment on fire. In the previous chapter we have done that, and now he was back in the study room of Kemp and listening to this story. Kemp looks out of the window, means when Kemp is listening to the story of Griffin he is looking out of the window. And what is he looking for? What does he see? Kemp asks Griffin to go on with his story. At this point chapter 21 ends, and now in chapter 22 Griffin again starts telling his story, and actually this is the story of an invisible man who wants to share some secrets, means he wants to get some burden off his chest, he wants to share something with others. So now it was the January snowstorm blowing into London, and Griffin needed a fine, means he needed a fine place to stay. He couldn't get into a house, and so he decided to do the next best thing was go shopping, means he now wants to do some shopping. So seriously he went to a very big departmental store, and the name of that departmental store was Omniums. Omniums isn't a real place actually, and such departmental stores were there in England in the 1890s, and but they were very much new at that time. Now Griffin waited until the place closed, then he started searching around for things he could use. Now he started stealing some food and some clothes. Over means by toys he saw some fake noses also, means some false noses were there, which startled him, and he started thinking about some wigs, also some other stuff that is used to hide your identity, some costumes that could help him pretend to be normal, like Halloween all year. So now he spent the whole night in that departmental store, and he was actually fulfilling his dream like a child. But unfortunately, it wasn't as fun as he was thinking. He got some nightmares, means he got some horrible dreams in which he saw that he was being forced into the grave of his father, and he was being buried into the grave of his father because no one could see him. So these horrible dreams he was seeing while sleeping in that departmental store. Now Griffin woke up when the workers came back the next morning, and he almost was caught again. The workers followed him around the store. They could see him because now he was wearing clothes. But once again, Griffin had one trick, that he would take his clothes off and he would become invisible. So same thing he did again to become invisible. So now he couldn't steal clothes. He had to leave that store with nothing. The sort of sad experience, means he wanted to steal so many things from that departmental store, but he couldn't do that. So he had to leave that store. So from this chapter, a question may be asked about Griffin's experience at the departmental store. So you should know the answer. So now we move to chapter 23. So now again Griffin continues with the story, and we come to surprise, when will it end, means how long is the story. So now Griffin tells Kemp that he was getting more and more upset about the whole invisible situation. He wanted to get rid of it. So now he made his way to a costume shop to, means that is in chapter 22 also. He went to that costume shop, that departmental store, to find wigs, noses and other stuff, so that he might appear a grotesque but still a credible figure. When Griffin found his way to a store, the very alert shop owner almost caught him. The shop owner had a revolver also, and he kept locking doors behind him. And because of that, Griffin got very angry, and because it is shown that Griffin had only one emotion. Mean throughout the novel we come to know about this one emotion of Griffin, that he gets angry. So he knocked out the shop owner and tried to beat him, and he tied him up. And that's the last we hear of that guy. Kind of means something sad about him. Now Kemp interrupts Griffin's story to tell him that he isn't following the common conventions of humanity when he knocks people out in their own homes. Griffin points out, though, that he is not a common person. Means Griffin does not accept that he is doing something wrong, because Kemp points to this drawback in Griffin, that this is not good to hit people in their own houses and all. But Griffin does not agree to this. So now Griffin again tells his story, and he says that he stole money and clothes from there. At least now people will be able to see him. Means whenever Griffin is wearing clothes, people can see him. So now he stops his story for a minute in order to give Kemp a long speech about how being invisible isn't so great. For one thing, one disadvantage of being invisible was that he couldn't eat in public because he can't reveal his mouth. Means if he will open his mouth to eat something, it will become visible. So this explains why he never ate in front of people at the Coach and Horses in the earlier chapters. Means in the earlier chapters we have come to know that he couldn't eat in front of people. So now the reason is clear. So now Kemp wants to keep him talking, so he asks what happened after he got all dressed up, and Griffin tells him that he got his books and ordered the equipment that he would need later on. All he wanted was to figure out how to reverse the invisibility treatment, because he was fed up of this invisibility. But unfortunately, those people who were involved in gossiping at Epping they interfered with this plan, and he is really very sad to think that why couldn't they leave him alone? Means why were those people so much interested to know about that invisible man? So now that everyone has gotten in his way, especially Marvel, means Marvel is also one interfering factor in the life of Griffin now. So Griffin is very angry and he plans on killing people. Means he would be worried about that, but when he was the last time one of Griffin's plans went well. So in this chapter you can have the question about write the character sketch of the shop owner, means that customer shop owner. So you should prepare that. So we can see that the owner of the customer shop had an uncanny sense of hearing, means he had some strange sense that he could hear everything, and he turned around at the slightest sound to see himself. When the invisible man entered his shop, the sound of door brought the owner to the entrance, means he could hear the sound, and but when he saw that there was no one at the door, he cursed the street boys. Now the invisible man was following him about the rooms, and if he heard any sound, he would blame the rats or some ghosts. But when he was walking through the costumes in the room, the things fell off from the shelves and a noise was made. Now the shop owner got angry and he was there with a revolver and he started locking all the rooms. So this question you can prepare from this chapter. So I hope you must have understood these 3 chapters and you share them with others also. And don't forget to subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed it yet. And if you want to read some motivational blogs, you can open the link provided in the description box. That is the link of my website stiryoursoul.in. Thank you very much.